Welcome. It's Friday, time for Reaching the Lost Success Strategies. I want to quickly, again, refer back to our house to house, heart to heart School of Evangelism model. This model, based on 6 steps, is the hallmark of our school. Contacts, prospects, Bible studies, baptisms, new converts, a growing church. But over the next couple of weeks, I want to focus on number 4, baptisms. You know, in order for baptisms to have their full effect, the church needs to see them. The problem is when we have baptisms, the churches don't see them because those baptisms do not happen normally on a Sunday or a Wednesday. So they happen during the middle of the day, during the middle of the week, at night. And so they're only attended by very few people. And so because the church is not able to enjoy seeing them, they literally go months and years without experiencing the joy that a baptism brings. We recently had a baptism at the Glencoe congregation, and one of the sisters who was visiting from another church walked up to me and she said, I haven't seen a baptism on a Sunday for years. Now, that doesn't mean they hadn't had a baptism, but she had not witnessed one. And that just brought to my attention the great need we have for the church to enjoy a baptism. Baptisms are the spark plug. They give you instant energy. Is there anything a church can do that brings more excitement than a baptism? But yet we don't see them. Now, I understand that when a person needs to obey the gospel, we don't delay. We're not going to say, no, I want you to wait till Sunday, walk forward, and then we'll do the baptism, because this is not a show. We're not trying to just delay the baptism so it looks good. We want them to obey the gospel when they need to obey the gospel. In Acts 16, immediately he took them and washed their stripes and they were baptized. This was Paul and Silas, the jailer. So let's go ahead and back up a little bit. What I'm suggesting is that with the technology we have, there's no reason why your congregation can't share in a baptism. Video the baptism. That is, make sure you get a solid recording of it. Now, although you can put it on your public website, your Facebook, now that may not be what the person who is being baptized wants. You should ask them. I'm suggesting that you play it on Sunday morning. Now watch this. After the preacher is finished with the sermon, they call for the invitation, whether there's a response or not. At that time period, play the video of the baptism. Let the church witness the baptism. Let them watch the confession. Let them watch the baptism. And then call that person forward. Now you have the opportunity now to make that front and center. Let it be the spark plug. Let it generate the energy. In Acts chapter 8, the Ethiopian eunuch went on his way rejoicing. There's joy in a baptism. Philippians tells us, rejoice with those who rejoice, So we should rejoice and we should celebrate. And that drives the church forward. Success breeds success. When a church goes weeks, months, and years and does not see a baptism, what does that do to the psyche of the church, the culture? What does it do to the locker room mentality? It creates a losing culture. It creates a culture of failure where we never see them, and then they become unimportant. It becomes mundane. It becomes secondary. In fact, to those things that now are announced every Sunday, they take precedence. Brethren, baptism should be the focal point, the centerpiece. That's the Great Commission. So use the technology you have. Video the baptism. Place it in front of the church. Allow the members to enjoy the success. Rejoice. And now allow baptism to become the culture of your church. The Great Commission says, go ye therefore teach and baptize. Bible studies directly linked to baptisms. When you do studies, you'll have baptisms, regardless when they happen. Now they can be brought right to the church on a Sunday morning, and that congregation can enjoy the salvation of the Lord. I hope you'll consider this as you walk forward in your evangelism model, congregational evangelism. It's very effective. It's working all over the country, and we're looking forward to hearing more about it from the work you're doing. And God bless.